I'm Danny Tang, and I'm the newest Natural ambassador. I grew up. I was born in UK, and then when I was like 2 months old, took my first flight back to Hong Kong. I had no say about that, but yeah, went back to Hong Kong. Was there until I was 10 years old, and then I was back in UK for primary school. And my dad passed away when I was like 10. Yeah, it obviously wasn't great, and then I still remember like not giving him the last hug and all that. It was like I was just a kid, I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, back in primary school in UK, I was from a little town called Wrexham, and then I was like an alien to all my, kid friends, because like they had no idea why is this guy like so yellow and his eyes are so small. They have no idea. They're thinking like obviously I got a lot of like racist comments, but it was in an okay way. I took it well, and after my dad passed away, I was away for 2 months, and then when I got back to school, the kids was like, "Oh, where have you been, Danny? Like, why have you been away for 2 months?" Blah blah blah, and I was like, just upset. I didn't know. I just told them like my father passed away, without having a very serious conversation, because I was only 10. But then I could tell they were upset for me and they missed me for not being there for 2 months. But then when you're a kid, you don't really say it, you know. And then they did the talking on the football pitch. They were like, there was an open goal and they would pass me the ball and be like, Danny, take it, score the goal, score the goal. That's like a way to say that, trying to be nice to me. And then yeah, like obviously I was like really passionate about football because I was from UK, and then I was like never great at it, but I was good enough to the point where I was like playing for school team, college teams, and eventually I went to uni and stopped playing football and started following MMA a lot. I did MMA for like a year. Um, yeah, and then I found poker. So in UK, when you're uni, it's either clubbing, which I did a lot in year one and year two, and by the end of year two, I started getting sick of it. So, but there's nothing else to do. It's either going to clubbing or you go into the casino, and you go to the casino a lot for like after drinks as well. So obviously, I got slowly sucked into this table games thing, and then I realized I was losing a lot of money that I probably shouldn't be. And I discovered a poker corner in the casino, and I was losing money there still, but at a much slower rate. And it was very familiar with like some of the films and movies that I watched when I was younger, like playing cards and that. And then I straight away got hooked in, watch a bunch of like EPT coverage, poker after dark, and just went crazy about the game. And I remember like when I first started playing, it was playing cash games for like £1, and I felt like, oh wow, I could win like £200 like on a session. And if I start getting good at this consistently, maybe I could make like 25 to 30K a year, or maybe even more. And I thought that's like basically having a all right job. So I could consider this as a career. And then I went to a 25-25 series in UK. It's held by the Grosvenors, and then I saw the prize pool was like at the time I had no idea. The prize pool was like 150K maybe, and the winner probably gets like I don't know 30K or whatever. And I was thinking, oh my god, there's a 100K, 150K prize pool. That's massive. I had no idea back then. And then I started playing more tournaments, playing bigger and bigger tournaments. 1 million guarantee back then was huge for me, like huge. Like, and that's where I first got my like okay score. Where I didn't bink, but I came second in the WPT national for like 90K. And then that's when I was like, okay, right, I need to like, I'm gonna take this seriously now. Then at the time, Charlie Caro was crushing everything, and I messaged him. I was like, "Are you interested in coaching?" And funny enough, he said, "Yes, let's do it." And then that's it. I think not enough amateurs or even like new professionals invest enough money into like getting better and studying, or like even finding a coach. All they want to do is just keep playing, and hopefully getting better. But it doesn't work like that. The game. You just if this is what you're gonna do, it's like paying for like add-on courses, like you would in any industry to try to get better. It's the same in the poker world. I saw Winfred Yu on like the super high stake cash game. I was like, I need to meet this guy, and I'm gonna end up hopefully marketing myself to sign for Poker King. And eventually I did, but it wasn't for Poker King. It was for like Tilt King, but it's gone now. It's whatever. But that's the main reason why I went back to Asia. Met a load of like different Asian friends, and a lot of them actually play poker. I would never guess like how big the poker market is in Asia, and that was probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Because honestly, it changed my entire career. Like, um, they knew. So all of a sudden now I have like the European world and I have the Asian world. Like I'm in the middle where I get along with like both sides. You know, like yesterday for example, they were in a 1K freeze out. One of my old good friends, Terry Etam, like who's a former UFC fighter as well, which is pretty cool. He was heads up against now one of my best friends, Andy Chan. And the rail, I was like friends with like the whole rail, like the Chinese side and the UK side, and I loved it. And he ended up winning, so I'm really happy for him. Obviously, I'm at the peak of my career, and like in terms of like Player of the Year rankings, GPI rankings, I've never been higher, and I'm super honored to be in the position I'm in. But fortunately and unfortunately, like I feel like poker is not the only part of my life, and obviously my long term girlfriend, like we're thinking about taking the next step of our relationship, and I'm sure as a boyfriend and as a husband, if I get married, that I'll have to be responsible and probably end up traveling less for the circuit, which is a shame because I'm peaking as well. But you gotta do what you gotta do. But I think I'll still be a lot of the bigger stops like WSOP, like Barcelona, the PSPC they just announced. So I think I'll be here. Because if I'm playing less like of these like 1K, like let's say the national events, if I just came to EPT and turned up, brought my family with me, if I was like married in like 2 or 3 years time with a kid, I can just bring them, play just the high rollers, and study a bunch while I'm not playing and spend the time with my family instead of like literally grinding every single tournament. So yeah, I hope that I'm in a position to do that soon. Oh, my mum is still completely the same. She's just like, make sure you're drinking a lot of water, make sure you get enough sleep, make sure you hide your emotions, don't let your opponent read you. I'm like, Mum, I'm a professional poker player. I'm going to be, I don't know, having a poker face a lot of the time. But she doesn't understand. She just cares for me. She just want to make sure I'm okay. And then my brother's like buzzing for me, but he's obviously very busy with his newborn daughter, which is, I'm a terrible uncle. The baby is like, I'm not sure how old. I think like 17 or 18 months now, and I've only seen the baby 3 times. It's awful, but no sacrifices, right? You gotta sacrifice to be successful, in my opinion.